Welcome back to the finale of Stargirl. This is chapter 13, The Reckoning. Last time we got the huge reveal that Sylvester, Starman, Sylvester is really Ultra Humanite. Ultra Humanite is really Dragon King. And Icicle is just Icicle. And we ended on Pat getting buried alive, which he did not. It's not correct. God, I just seeing when I went to the CW website that they labeled it the series finale, it hurt me a little bit. So I'm very scared to see what we have in this episode. Let's just get in this episode and see what happens. So Dragon King was just alive this whole time. He was just chill. Just hiding in the shadows after he got stabbed by his daughter, I guess. So he was Starman for a little bit. So this is it. An American Dream 2.0 or whatever. New America. Project New America. God, that's fucked up. Like, he was alive for a little bit. I thought he just got grave robbed and, you know, that was it. But no, he was alive. Shade's back, yay!
Cameron.
Grandpa's like, what? Grandma! God! It's Cameron. God damn it. We can be together, Courtney.
Starman's at the junkyard.
He just did it himself? Okay, Pat, you legend. God damn. He just did it himself.
God, the tire factory? We need a full.
That's where it all began. This is the first fight. The brainwave.
With only good intentions.
No.
Pat?
I'm sorry, Courtney. Pat's gone. He went into the woods alone, looking for the Ultra Humanite.
That's the stupidest lie I've ever heard. He wouldn't do that. Pat wouldn't go fight the Ultra Humanite by himself. He's not stupid like that.
I don't believe anything you say.
Yeah, you
I know
tell
I
him.
was harsh.
Pat's alive, and he's got the tea.
Are you kidding me? Why won't Stripesy die?
He really just fucking dug himself out the grave. What an OG.
You freeze!
I want to see what your little pet project can
Ooh,
really do
look
to
at that shield. Or that arm. I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm seeing my best friend's face, so I'm gonna knock it off.
Okay. Cosmo, we need you to stop. Oh, God, no! We ain't doing that.
Courtney! Threat imminent. Combat mode active.
Come on, Grandpa, wake up.
I don't want to fight you again, Mr. McKent.
Neither do I.
Kill her!
Grandma, shut the fuck up.
Your day. Ella's drapery!
You're gonna kill your own husband? Is she gonna kill herself? Okay.
I wish the most beautiful woman in the world would never have to be bothered by her father again. Just say be specific. Get with the pin!
Oh shit. I
My queen from your not so secret admirer. It's Jakeem. It's from Jakeem.
The dad's just dead now. Oh. Was it Mom?
Stay away from my daughter.
I had a feeling she was gonna do this in honor of Paula.
Cameron will be together. Barbara, I know what we had could have been reignited.
What?
Never had anything.
What the Come on, Cameron. Stop him. Again, where did Cameron learn to fight? Why is he doing flips and shit?
You are not worthy.
Yeah! Thematic landing.
But I am.
Now explode him. Do the shooting star. That's right. The fucking movie taught her.
You too.
Get out of the way, Pac. Come on. Take a rest, okay?
Staff, huh?
He's gonna fight him one-on-one. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh. Shit. Oh. What the fuck? What? What was that? Come on, Pat. You wanted to do this. Ooh, shit. Shit. God, he really brained him. What the fuck?
I can help you through this.
Goodbye, Courtney.
God damn it. What? Smoke pop! Bro. I get where he's coming from, but also, like, it feels like they just want to write him off.
Hey. I heard you too. Every word.
You mean like your sidekicks?
Well, that sounds a little derogatory. So,
Are you kidding? It's a dream. Okay, let's talk costumes.
Yes! Give her the yellow.
What about his brain?
Yeah, what happened to that?
He said it was gone. Of course, he
Lied about everything
lied
else.
to us every moment of every day.
Where the fuck is this?
Hey, wait. Where's Stripesy?
Good luck, Mike.
She has such kind eyes. I love her so much. Where the hell is this? We have never seen a location like this before. Oh, because Artemis is their neighbor. I'm like, is this Artemis' house? I'm like, who would she be going to?
Are you Becky?
Oh, is this Gambler's daughter?
Thanks, Mom.
Stop.
We love you very much.
Love you guys too.
I'm gonna miss this show.
Bye.
Such a weird scene. Like, it's closure, but it's also just like, okay. Can I finally do something with Grundy? Or is he just dead? Just like that? Okay, whatever.
Sidekicks.
They're not gonna fit this on a huge on the table. What the fuck?
For me. In honor of Dr.
Aw.
McFly's wife.
Like, I get where Yolanda's headspace is at, but also it's the mom's problem to, like, fix this. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Yolanda, okay? Okay, there's literally not enough spots at that table. I don't know what you guys are doing. Just like, okay. I need to stop questioning. Just enjoy this fucking moments. This song is ridiculous, though. Like, I like the feel of it, but it's also, the vocalist is crazy. Oh, it's probably gonna be fucking... Yeah, you bitch ran away. I forgot about it. Oh, it's Artemis. That's the clinging of a bat. She's luring him in just like he did her parents.
that goop you're standing on?
Is that a torch?
Lazy. It even burns on water. This is for my parents.
On the one hand, yay, she's getting her justice for her parents, but on the other hand, like, I don't want her to be a murderer. 10 years?
This way, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Shade. Nice to hear you.
Don't be shy. Here we
Is this the
are.
JSA Hall.
Centerpiece of the entire museum. Star Woman, Dragon Queen, Stripe, as well as Our Man and Dr. Midnight, whose impending nuptials are just around the corner.
They did it off
Officiated
screen, but
by,
okay.
the Injustice Society from brainwashing America. They prevented that demonic brute Eclipser from merging his nightmarish world with our own. Brought the true Sylvester Pemberton back to life. Then they rescued the 7 soldiers of victory from a cosmic deity who has tried to destroy the Justice Society of America. It cannot. Nothing can.
I just saw. Hey Jay! Hey Jay!
The Justice Society is needed. And according to Courtney Whitmore, that includes you now too, old friend. Our adventures are not over.
Look at the camera. I don't care. It's okay. I don't know why there'd be after credits, but I'm just peeking ahead. Oh, I didn't technically cry. I teared up. I think the part that got me the most was the mom line with Mike. I feel like that part there at the end with the JSA tour, the museum thing, that was the edited, I guess, the reshoot version of if we don't get a finale, you know, if we don't get another season, this is what we're going to do. You know, I think it was a great send off to the characters. We got like a little epilogue of like, here's what the characters would do. I mean, I heard that there was going to be like, or that Jeff Johns kind of had plans for like 6 seasons about, or like, not plans, but you know, he had ideas that could lead up to 6 seasons. So I think that's kind of what they were doing in the epilogue. There was like, and you know, here's this bit about some other heroes we introduced, like I guess Sandman's daughter. I think Damage, I've heard, is Gambler's daughter that we just saw here. I feel like they mentioned like 1 or 2 other characters I'm not too familiar with, but so maybe, you know, I'm sure the next couple seasons would have had like them, Jenny and Todd, more of the romance leading up to Our Man and Dr. Midnight. Beth and Rick, you know, they just kind of not throwaway line, but like, I just wish they would have given us a little bit more like on screen, but I like, I don't know. It's weird. Like I definitely didn't super hard ship them. Like they're my OTP, but like after I had sort of seen people shipping it, I was like, you know what? I can dig it. I see it happening. And they just never fully committed to it. They had like very minor things that Beth or Rick would do during their scenes where they like think about each other or talk to each other, or like they're the only ones in the scene, or, you know, very happenstance stuff. It wasn't anything like overt, but I am glad they, you know, in some way they kind of made it canon. Anyways, going back to the epilogue thing, you know, they also mentioned the 7 soldiers, which I always thought they needed to address that. The way the first season was panning out, it was like, this feels like it's important. So yeah, I had a feeling they would have dealt with that if the show had kept going eventually. They mentioned, you know, they got Sylvester working again, and, you know, they got his brain back or whatever. So I'm glad they did address that in this epilogue, because I was like, why would they? I heard that this episode was catered around the fact that we knew this season is the last one, so I don't get why they would have had that little tease of like, oh, his brain's still out there. So I'm glad that the epilogue thing was just at least like, you know, oh, they fixed him, he's fine. I liked John Wesley Shipp showing up there. You know, it's especially for him, like the Flash. This is the Flash's final season too, but you know, it felt like, I don't know. He had such a minor role in this show, like very minor, like guest appearance role, but it just feels fitting for him to come back and like have that scene with the Shade and just be like, you know, there's always something, you know, this isn't really the end. And I love that message. I don't know. Like, I'm not bittersweet about it. I'm just like, this was a good finale. It just left me with a smile. Like, I couldn't stop smiling throughout the last like 5 minutes of this. I don't really know what to think. Fuck. I can't think of anything right now. Like I know I need to do some sort of series wrap up and just the season overall. But I just have like I don't have like negative opinions. I guess I was expecting to be more sad or like more distraught, but I'm hopeful. I don't know why. Like I have no reason to be hopeful, especially with all the news coming out from James Gunn and DC leaks and stuff this week. It's just like I don't know what the fuck's happening, but at the same time, I'm just so happy for this season. No matter what happens with these characters, this show in a pocket dimension is just beautiful. And the best part, I was kind of even the action scene, the fight sequence, the whole junkyard showdown, even that was like kind of middling, to be honest. But like I didn't really care, like I wanted a really cool action set piece to end this show on, but that wasn't the focus of this episode, which is nice. I think it was for the better that it wasn't the focus, in that the stuff that I'm left with is like family and hope and found family and forgiveness and redemption. I don't know, just like such good wholesome values. That's my God, like literally the standout moment. It's such a minor thing, but like the thing that I'm thinking about right now is Mike visiting, or Mike finally getting to talk to his birth mother, and when he comes back, he just says to Barbara, he says "Mom," and she starts tearing up. Like that's I I don't know why it resonates so much with me, but like I just love that that's what the show can come back to, is like family is what you make it. It's it's not about superheroes, it's not about whatever else. It's about family, and obviously that comes from Jeff Johns and the fact that Stargirl was his sister, an homage to his sister. So like there's obviously going to be that love there. Sorry, I was kind of cringing because I know there's a part of me that dislikes Jeff Johns because of the things that happened on set of the Justice League movie and how he treated Ray Fisher and all that stuff. And I know that there's a lot of negativity in the comics community about him because he does have such a stranglehold over these characters. But at the same time, this show is done so well, I just can't help but give him his flowers where it's due. It's complicated, just like the characters in these shows are complicated, like Cindy. I'm glad that she got her redemption of sorts. She didn't fundamentally change, which I like. She was always kind of a bitch. She didn't really have like a come to Jesus, I'm gonna be a saint now, but she's like, I'm good now at least. Whereas with Artemis, I think that's like my least favorite part of this episode was and that's not even a bad thing because I still liked part of it, but Artemis getting her revenge on Icicle and killing him, quote unquote. I don't really know if he's truly dead, but yeah, it's just like I wanted her to get some sort of justice and revenge and stuff like that. I wish she would have shown up in the junkyard fight, to be honest, but they had her at least torch Icicle, which is nice. But yeah, on the flip side of that, it's like I don't want her to be a killer and like she needs to be anti-hero. I don't know, but she was part of the JSA at the end. They just said that at the epilogue. God, and then going back to the epilogue, I just love that they're still together and they kind of aged up. It was Star Woman now. I love that the Shade was the one giving the tour. And it's so many good things. I really don't know what to talk about. I wish I could sit down and be rational, and I feel like part of me is just stalling because I don't want to end this video either, because that means this chapter is finally closed. I wish we did get to see Beth in her suit, or like at least a mock-up. They did have in like the first episode or whatever, the parents drew up like a concept art of it, but I wish it was realized physically. I wish that the Yolanda and her parents thing was more fleshed out. I think they did what they could, and I think that definitely would have been like a season 4 kind of thing to deal with. But at the same time, They did what they could. Pat fighting Sylvester, or Ultra Humanite Sylvester. Love that he was able to do it. I love that Pat was able to do it by himself. He dug himself out of the grave by himself. You know, I me and a couple other people, we were like, okay, the Shade came in and helped. Artemis came. I think Artemis came. I thought Cosmo would have dug him out. You know, he could have just slipped out while he was being buried because Sylvester was fucking monologuing. But no, he really got buried. He really dug himself out. That was the it. That was insane that he did that. God, and again, Pat and Courtney's relationship is great. Just like I said, the family dynamics in general. You know, even comparing to like Cameron and his family, you know, the grandma stayed fucked up till the end, but the grandpa, it was like, no, you're right, we need to stop fighting. I wish that Beth did get to do something during the fight, but it's fine. You know, I didn't want her to beat up the grandpa, but like she needed, I feel like she should have gotten some time. That probably would have been a season 4 thing as well. I was gonna say Cameron, as far as like the core of the show being about family, you know, how he gets to choose his family too, but he joined the JSA too. He was Icicle. I love that. You know, at the end there when he does return to Courtney, I thought it was very cliche and cheesy, but like it worked. I kind of got over it for a second. You know, it was very sweet. I don't really understand. I wish they would have like explained the thought process a little bit more instead of just like, you think you could help me? Just so good. And then she's like dressed up like Clueless. I don't know. Oh, I'm sad. I'm happy, but I'm sad. You know, it was such a good episode. Such a good finale. Like, that's the thing. You know, I really want these writers, these actors, these choreographers, producers, you know, even Jeff Johns if he's tempered well. But like, you know, they made a masterpiece of a show. Like, here's the facts. Okay, here's the facts. Here's the facts. Facts on facts. I love Doom Patrol. I have only seen the first episode of season 3, and that was like months ago. Season 4 premiered like last week or something. Whereas with Stargirl, I have watched this religiously every time it came out. I'm not pitting shows against each other, but this show is special. At least to me, you know, if for some reason it resonated well with me. And, you know, again, to the other DC shows, I will get to them eventually. I did watch a second episode of Titans, believe it or not. I just haven't edited it yet because I'm lazy. But yeah, like, you know, this show just has such good, even though it goes to dark places and makes you feel shitty sometimes because of the characters doing things and, you know, what's happening to them. But at the end of the day, I trust this show to do what's right for me as an audience member. You know, it's one of those shows where like you just you feel comfort. It's a comfort show. You know, I think it's, I'm not gonna, you know, I can't rank it out of all the shows I've ever seen, but like it's up there in terms of quality with like Avatar: The Last Airbender. You know, everyone loves that show. Everyone says it's like it treats you well. Yeah, I feel like this is the same way. Like this show does what it needs to do. There are some moments where it's like, I wish they would have expanded that more. I wish they would have done this better. But at the end of the day, it treats its audience well. And I think that's the hallmark. Like that's like a stamp of approval of like certified banger. I don't know like what I'm saying, but like it's just a great show. I'm sad to see it go, but like they did well with what they had to do. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking in circles at this point, so we'll just wrap it up and say thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I hope to see these characters again in some sort of fashion. You know, I really didn't care or know a lot about the JSA before this. You know, I knew of certain characters, but even then I was like, okay, Jay Garrick's version of Flash. I don't really know him that well. I know who he is, but, you know, I know Dr. Fate. I don't really know who he is. But they weren't even part of this. And like, you know, I had to deal with the fact that it's these characters I don't know. And the show was able to portray them so well, get me invested in them, that I care about them now. You know, I feel for them. Like I want to learn more about them now. It makes me want, See, here we go again. I was gonna say it makes me want to like read the comics on them, but then I was thinking, well, again, Jeff Johns has a stranglehold on them, so it's gonna be Jeff Johns writing, which isn't a bad thing necessarily, but like, I know even today, like present day, like I'm pretty sure a couple weeks ago there was this JSA special comic that came out. I'm pretty sure it was written by Jeff Johns also. You know, there's one thing like it's kind of, we're going into a lot of different topics now. Point is, I hope to see these characters again. You know, they'll always hold a special place in my heart from now on, but I'm glad there was a future for them and that I wrapped up that way. I'm gonna stop babbling. I already said thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts on the comments below. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Hopefully my schedule will clear up soon. It's kind of hectic and busy at my work during December, especially with our understaffing. So, you know, I'll put out videos as much as I can, as soon as I can, but I'll see you in those ones. Thanks for joining me for Stargirl. Fuck. I don't know what to say. I'm just sad to see it go. Bye.